Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel for another video. So in today's video we are going to be decorating the interior of the Wandering Moon house skin. We did get this a few weeks ago in the premium shop and I've been waiting for so long to be able to utilize all the new Mulan furniture inside an indoor building, and as the temple only came with one room I knew I couldn't really create what I wanted to. So inside this house skin I've decided I'm going to make like a house I feel like Mulan would love. Obviously her house she gets in the game only has that one room and it's quite bare, but I really wanted to create a house that she would live in and she would love with all 4 rooms, so let's get started. So starting off in the first room, I wanted this to be a really nice living space and I wanted the vibes in here to very much be very warm and kind of just really relaxing. It was kind of the vibe I was going for, which kind of works with the Mulan items. So I went in and placed in the wall and the flooring from the Star Path. I absolutely love this wallpaper and I was so excited to utilize it in a house, and I did change the door frames to the new doors from Mulan that are in the Scrooge shop. So if you haven't seen those yet, that will come up in Scrooge's for you. And then I went in and started placing in some of the items I knew I'd probably end up using. I wanted in here to feel very cozy but also have a nice kind of like vibe to it with having like a desk and some books and things like that. I wanted it to feel like a space that Mulan would definitely utilize but also still have that really nice warm feel. Now I will start off this build by saying there are quite a few premium shop items in this build. Obviously there is a few turning red ones that we have, and obviously the house skin itself is premium shop. However, you could definitely do this in your own player home or in a different premium shop house if you wanted to, as quite a few of the items could definitely be swapped out for something else. And obviously majority of you would probably have the Star Path items if you were playing the Star Path, so those in here will definitely be really good additions. I've used pretty much every Star Path item, I'm pretty sure, apart from obviously a few outdoor ones, but in terms of the indoor I've pretty much used all of them, and then everything else in here is either craftable or Scrooge store. Once I added in the windows, some of these are from Scrooge's and then some of them are from Mulan's Friendship Quest. There's 2 different types. After that I moved into the left hand side room, which is going to be our kitchen space. Now obviously as we have the premium shop set, if you did pick that up, we have basically a whole set to make a Mulan inspired kitchen. So I decided I wanted to utilize these and create a really gorgeous kitchen space. It actually was going to be a lot smaller, but I actually ended up making it pretty big at the end, which wasn't the aim at all, but I just felt like it made so much more sense. I wanted to use the kiln from the Star Path, which is a pretty big item and obviously doesn't fit perfectly into the kitchen set. And as well as that, we have the really cute floor seating table setup that is from Scrooge's, that again is very big. So making this like long thin kitchen along the back of the walls meant I could include 2 different table sets where Mulan could have people around to hang out and eat with, and then I added in some windows and started decorating around all those items in the space I had. Now I did go in and add lots of like eclectic little pieces on the counters and on the walls, and I do go in later on and add in a bunch of food into both the tables and the counters, which you'll see in the final walkthrough. I did go and add in a little bit of lighting and just finished up the room with some of the final pieces I knew would tie in really well. Obviously it was a very limited space, but I wanted to make sure I could include a few of the different items, and especially all of the kitchen set, as well as some of the little table decorations that I wanted to make sure were in the build before I then headed into the right side room, which I wanted to make like kind of like a yoga studio kind of vibe, but it was very much like a relaxing room. I wanted this to be a space that felt really warm, really cozy, and just gave off this really nice relaxing vibe in here, as if someone would come in here and deflate after a long day and really chill out. As well as the cherry blossom windows in here, I used some of the turning red statues which were from a previous star path, as well as the lantern dividers. And again, a lot of current star path items such as the dividers and the floating lanterns, which actually worked really well in here. I wasn't too keen on using these indoors, but actually in this room they made complete sense, and I kind of partnered those with the hanging lanterns from Scrooge shop that come off the ceiling. That just gave the room a really nice glow and just made it feel really cozy in here. After that, we moved on to the final room, which is the back room, which I wanted this to be like a training room. So I wanted it to have a lot more of a structured feel. So I went with the tiled floor and the different coloured wallpapers that are from Scrooge's. And this room had a lot more of the craftable items in it, as well as, again, a lot of Star Path ones. And I wanted this room to feel like a room that Mulan would come to and train and fight and all those things. So I wanted that to kind of be the vibe in here and give it that more of a structure. As there is so much Mulan stuff from both the Star Path, Premium Shop and Scrooge's, I was finding it difficult to be able to figure out what to fit in here, and I didn't actually end up using everything that I'd placed down in here and kind of minimalized it a lot from what I originally put down, but there were some items I definitely wanted to include. I wanted to have some counters on either side to use as a display for all the tabletop stuff, because there's quite a lot of tabletop stuff that we have that I felt like would work well in here, like weapons and trophies and things like that. I think they just made sense in here, so I used those to be able to display them and put some of the shelves that we have above that, like there's one with a sword on it and one with some other decorated items I put on either side. And then on the back wall I put this really nice kind of open standpoint that like grabs your attention straight away, which has the wardrobe on it that we get from Mulan that obviously opens and has the outfit in. And I then started putting some of the barrels and crates and stuff like that around the room with some of the tools and different weapons and things like that on, and then added in the windows. So this is the final build. As you can see, when we first come in, the room is feeling very warm and glowy. I did make it sunset so you can see everything lit up. I've popped in some mannequins in here because I really wanted to display the outfits that we got in the star path and the friendship lines and all of that, because there is so many of them and they are absolutely gorgeous. So in this room we've got 2 characters dressed up and we have our living room space. In here you can see we obviously have the seating area where I used the Beauty and the Beast gold couches because they just match the red theme in here perfectly, as well as the frozen fireplace, and added in lots of different things on the walls. We have the little desk area with some bookshelves behind, which just feel like a really nice place Mulan would sit and write and read and things like that. And then we have a piano in the corner, which I just thought was a nice little touch as another place people could hang out. And then we have the pink trees to wrap it all up on that far back wall. As we head into the left, we go into our kitchen space. I think this is probably my favorite room in the whole building. I love them all, but I think this is my favorite. In the back we have our big kitchen space, and I've popped a mannequin here in the cricket outfit because I never get to utilize this. And as you can see, the kitchen is very eclectic, very full. We've got the hanging things on the walls, we've got the premium shop counters, which I've added lots of tea and food to. I went for stuff that made sense with Mulan, so I added in lots of the new tea recipes as well as existing ones, and lots of food dotted about on the tables. We have again some pink trees in here to tie it all together, and this very symmetrical theme in here. I wanted it to feel very matching, very symmetrical, and give off this really aesthetically pleasing look. Heading out of there, we head into the far right room, which is obviously our like yoga kind of relaxing room. Absolutely love it in here. I use some of the Moana mats in the 2 different styles to be like the yoga mats, and I use the gong in the back wall to kind of fit that theme. We have the matching turning red pillars as well as the turning red windows all around this room to make it feel very open and bring a lot of brightness and colour in. We've got the floating lanterns as well as the hanging red lights on the ceiling to really make it feel cozy and warm and give it this really nice kind of relaxed feel in here. In the final room, which is the back room, we've got our training room, and as you can see, I've put 2 mannequins in here, one of them in the premium shop outfit with like the armor and the hair, and then one in the training outfit that we get in the realm. So these kind of just made sense to stand opposite each other as if they're having a discussion or if they're about to train. And all around the room we've got a lot of the weapons racks, different tool things. A majority of these are from Star Path or Scrooge's. We've got a couple of other items in here as well. We've got the big bath water tub in the corner, and then as I said, the counters with all the decorations on around the 2 sides to be able to display those really nice tabletop items, and then the wardrobe in the back with the symmetrical designs on either side. Here are some shots of the final build. I absolutely love how this house looks. I've been waiting so long to do it, and it felt like I was giving Mulan the house she truly deserved, which I think is really nice to be able to do. We got so much in the Star Path and Scrooge's this time around, and obviously a couple of premium shop items that I really wanted to take advantage of and actually display in a big setup. So this house skin was perfect for that. I really love how it looks. As I said, I think the kitchen is personally my favorite, but all 4 of these rooms I'm really happy with, and I think they just fit so well and make so much sense for Mulan as a character and for the items we got with her. So this is the final build. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know down below what you think. If there's any other houses you want me to decorate for a specific character, let me know. I am at some point going to decorate one of my wintry houses into a house that I feel like Elsa should live in, because obviously she's living in a cave, she doesn't really have a house, so I kind of wanted to do that. So if you did want to see that for any other characters, let me know down below. Obviously some characters will be harder than others because we don't have many items, but I'm still happy to try it out. So let me know what you think. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I hope you'll have a lovely week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.